Good morning, Barstow. I'm Caden Williams.
And I'm Brooklyn. What are you doing for spring break, Caden?
Well, you know, Brooklyn, I'm pretty much just going to stay at home. I'll be playing some baseball, playing some soccer, but I'm pretty much just going to relax and enjoy my spring break.
Well, I'm not doing much either, but I definitely have to visit some colleges during spring break.
Well, do you think you want to go to the East Coast or the West Coast for college?
Actually, I think I want to stay in the Midwest, but here are the poll results for this week's poll. The West Coast won by 4% with John Lubianetsky winning the free bag of chips.
Congrats, John. I voted East because I think I want to go to the East Coast for college, but speaking of colleges, here is some more information from Mrs. Delaney about spring break college visits.
Ultimately, Barstow has a 2-week-long spring break to encourage you to visit college and university campuses. We want you to start that process as early as you feel ready. So if as a freshman you're feeling up for checking out some institutions, we would be more than happy to help you map out what that could look like. But definitely as a sophomore and junior, we want you getting on those campuses and exploring all that they have to offer. So signing up for these college visits can be pretty straightforward. For a lot of institutions, they're going to offer you a sign-up option on their website. So I would say the first thing to do is just go directly to the institution's website, go to their admissions page, and most of the time you're going to see something along the lines of visit or campus visit or sign up for a visit, and it might be as easy as picking a day and time. If that's not the case, they're definitely going to have information on their website and then a phone number you can call or an email you can reach out to. Really, we practice something called demonstrated interest. You may have heard that term used by myself or Mr. Hill. It's something that colleges use to gauge your interest in their school. Ultimately, they're only going to admit a certain number of students, and if they have 2 identical students in terms of their academics and their leadership, but one of them has visited campus and one hasn't, they're really more likely than not going to lean towards the student who's visited campus. So if you're truly interested in a college and you have the opportunity, like our 2-week spring break, to visit, we would highly recommend that you do that. We definitely don't recommend that you visit more than one school per day. Even if they're close in proximity, we want to make sure that you give each school its due diligence. So that being just the time and energy and effort on your part. I promise you, if you go to more than one school a day, you're going to be tired and you're going to be overwhelmed and bogged down with information. So I definitely say no more than one school a day. And in the process of a 2-week spring break, probably no more than 7 or so, just to make sure that you're really understanding the process, asking good questions, and again, not getting burnt out by the process. Additional tips for you guys is just to enjoy this process, but also to start early if you can. If you're feeling up for visiting these schools as a freshman, we want you to do that, but definitely as a sophomore and junior, just enjoy as you're going on these visits.
Thanks, Miss Delaney. We are happy to announce that Ava James Delaney was born on February 28th at 4:21 p.m. Congratulations to the both of you, and all of us here at BTVN can't wait to meet her.
Also, congratulations to Otto Eulert for earning his Eagle Scout on Monday. Great job, Otto. And if you missed both assemblies on Wednesday and Thursday, check out the live stream to watch the speech on Wednesday by reporter and author Louis Duguid, or the 5th grade music program that took place yesterday. Brooklyn, did you get to see either of those events?
I actually got to see both, and I really enjoyed both of them. But also a quick reminder to all winter sports players, please turn in your clean uniforms to Mrs. Foster in the athletic office as soon as possible. Now, Caden, is there a reason you aren't doing weather for us this week?
Well, you know, I'm actually letting the Australian students do the weather for this week from Tasmania.
Well, let's see what's happening down under.
Hi, I'm Alex, reporting the weather from Launceston with Will.
It's currently 16 degrees here in Launceston with a top of 26.
For all you Americans watching, that's 61 degrees Fahrenheit with a high of 80. Oh, in Kansas City, it's currently 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the high.
In Kansas City, it is currently 8 degrees.
That's all for today. See you when we get home.
Oh, I didn't need a way.
So far, my favorite thing was our 45-minute hike at the gorge, except for where we had to walk over this terrifying swinging bridge.
I literally got him scratching himself. So far, this has been an amazing experience, and I think my favorite part was yesterday when we went to visit the wildlife reserve and we got to feed and pet like around 30 kangaroos.
Okay, I am not letting you guys go.
He's dropped the bat again.
What surprised me most about Australia was that for one, the outlets have switches. Another thing is the cars, they drive on the other side. So at the airport, I tried to get in the driver's seat. And the platypi are much smaller than I thought. I thought they would be like, I guess I was judging from Phineas and Ferb.
My favorite part of this trip was probably the wildlife park that we went to yesterday. I really liked seeing all the kangaroos and the Tasmanian devils.
If you want, you can give it a rub on the chest. They quite like that, but they don't particularly like being scratched around the ears.
What surprised me the most was that the stars in the night sky, you can see the whole Milky Way and you can see a bunch of the different constellations. And there was the cross stars that I could see that are on the Australian flag, which is really cool.
So I'm going to bring yours out here.
Good eye, America!
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Speaking of our wonderful, insightful, inspiring, resilient instructor, Sage made a piece about Mr. Holmes' birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kaden, it looks like there's something different about you, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, is there anything on my face?
Oh, I don't know.
Huh, well, anyway, happy birthday, Mr. Holmes.
And have a great spring break, everyone. I'm Brooklyn.
I'm Kaden Williams. Have a fantastic Friday.
That quietly turned as the true word burns, and all of the people marching together out across the floor.